All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. I'm going to call this the strength of hypocrisy of some. Now, if you listen to me for a while, I definitely go against the status quo. As a matter of fact, not only do I go against the status quo, I challenge all those who seem to think that they are somewhat and think that they know something in reference to the word. You have to understand, we live in a society that there's a such thing as this thing called the elephant in the room. What that means is that there are certain subjects and topics that you never, ever embarked on because they are too offensive, or nor do you want to introduce them into the minds of the people. Because if the people themselves do their own due diligence and their own research, they'll find out that something's greatly wrong. What I'm going to do in this video here is I'm going to line you out a bunch of biblical truths that religion in itself denies, or religious people. I also got wind. Have anybody ever seen an MMA fight? And you ever noticed that an MMA fighter, when he gets his ass whooped after talking much crap, that he doesn't take it personally when he gets his ass whooped? Normally they will go over and shake each other's hand. Nothing personal, right? Well, it was probably about maybe 2-3 years ago that this Roberts guy, I'm going to put him on the map here for a second. I went to Virginia and literally whooped his ass in a debate over biblical marriage, or what is commonly called polygyny today. Did you know? Now watch this. I'm going to give you facts. He will give you his wicked satanic theology. That's what he will give you. His Hasatan theology, but he won't give you the truth. I'm going to give you the truth here. All right? Oh, the Bible in Deuteronomy 21st chapter says if a man have two wives. Now, is that Hebrew culture or Christian culture? Think about that for a second. All right. Abraham. How many wives did Father Abraham, who talked with Yah all the time, how many wives did he have? What about, and I know, but I want to see if you know. What about Moses? I'll let the cat out of the bag. Moses had 3 wives. David had somewhere upward of 18 or 19 of them. You're going to see every last one of these men in the kingdom, regardless of what your personal opinions are. Not only that, did you know that Yeshua, Jesus the Christ, got called a wine bibber? You know the reason why? Because he drank wine. One of the first things that, as a matter of fact, one of his first miracles was turning water into wine, not grape juice. Go research it. Look it up for yourself. Isn't that amazing? So I just gave you 2 biblical facts. Oh, Pastor, in the very beginning of the video, you said ass. Go look in the Bible and see how many times you see ass. See, there are things that they tell you that is a cuss word. It's not a cuss word. But the one thing I've learned about Christians, and one thing I learned about a lot of these hypocritical so-called Hebrew Israelites, is that they got clean mouths while they live filthy lives. And behind the scenes, they may, in front of the camera, they present themselves as one way and try to make you think and believe this is the way that they are. But then behind the scenes, man, they be cussing, fussing, doing all kinds of immoral stuff. Like I said before, the one thing that the Father did bless us with, and I'm glad that Roberts, that mamzer, is nothing more than monogamous. You know why? Because I'm so happy that the Most High Yah spared us to make sure that he doesn't have another seed on the face of planet Earth. Isn't that beautiful? We don't have to worry about we have one less devil on the earth. But this is how people are. Now I'm going to be in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I'm going to be debating a theologian, believe it or not. More likely it's going to go 100% better than he did with that mamzer down there in Jefferson, South Carolina, called Roberts. But can you believe it? I'm going to be debating a Christian. Well, he's really a Calvinist, not a Christian. I'm going to be debating him on Christmas and Easter. Can you believe that? What is going on this day and hour? Is it GMO modified foods, or what's going on? I mean, you see, I just got finished giving you a bunch of truths. You may not have grown up that way. You may not have liked it. But I just told you the truth. Now, Galatians 4:16 says, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And I've had college professors They thought that they wanted to debate me, but then they turned around and backed out of it. It's amazing, isn't it? Isn't it amazing? Anyway, regardless of whether you like it lump it or not, you're going to see Abraham. You're going to see Jacob, who had 12 wives. No, he had 4 wives and 12 sons. Out of those 12 wives, even had daughters too. But you're going to see Abraham in the kingdom. You're going to see Jacob in the kingdom. You're going to see Moses in the kingdom. You're going to see David in the kingdom. So what does people's opinion matter? When we're talking only about Israelites, and we know that the Christians have taken our Bible and tried to practice replacement theology and use it for themselves. See, this is truth. This is truth. And by the way, if you go to blogtalkradio.com/straightway, go back to last Thursday's broadcast, you'll hear a lot of testimonies from people from all over this earth giving testimony about them being healed of arthritis, incurable diseases, blood disorders. You will hear all this if you just go over there and check it out. It's there. Not only that, but you will hear them speak about the wonderful testimonies that they had here at the feast. I tell you what, prove all things and hold fast that which is good. That's the order of the day. Shalom.